What is good, everybody? I am your host, B2B Trades, and today we are back with a Bitcoin video. Now, overall, Bitcoin, man, super bullish, but we just have not broken above that $100,000 threshold. To me personally, I think it's just like a psychological level with people where they're like, hey, let's go and sell before it hits 100K because then it's going to tank. It happens with these psychological levels. Anything with a 5 or a 0 in it tends to be a psychological level, so just keep that in mind. But on BTC as a whole, we still are bullish, in my opinion, once we do break above that $100,000 threshold. It's hard to tell if we ever trade below it again, so just keep that in mind. I am still extremely bullish on Bitcoin, just for the time being. We have to play these little fractal movements up and down before we can reach the all-time euphoria highs, if we haven't already. So now that we know that $100,000 Bitcoin is more of like a psychological thing, let's actually break down some of the real price action on this chart and break down some of the price data. Now, what I'm gonna mark up is just the overall big picture of BTC, which is extremely fucking bullish. Like, there's not a case in mind where I don't see Bitcoin trading into 100 grand. There's not a case in mind where I don't see Bitcoin trading into $200,000 into the future. It all just depends on how high we go. So right here is the accumulation that I'm marking up. Nobody really pays attention to this kind of stuff. I don't know why, but it's extremely important in the just general understanding of how liquidity works. So all of this U shape that I just drew out here, all of this is the market buying back time at undervalued levels before price goes and breaks out of it. Oh, Joseph, you can't just bring up one example. Okay. All right. I won't. We did it here. Right here. All of that liquidity within this U-shaped pattern. If I want to be really technical, we did it again on Microsoft back in 2009. Is this on logarithmic? Please tell me this is logarithmic. Yes, it is. 2009 weekly time frame. This, so we did it again here. All of that is the market buying time, and notice how during this entire consolidation phase that I'm maybe stepping ahead of ourselves here, or stepping ahead of myself, but we've never gone and retested within that range. Gold, XAU USD, and huge accumulation, and we have never retested within that really U-shaped pattern. This is a gigantic, actually really big cup and handle. Did the exact same thing here. But point of the matter, people don't understand financial assets, people don't understand the financial markets as a whole, are not going to look at it the way that you and I are looking at the markets. So in this case, this is just one gigantic accumulation. Left shoulder, right shoulder, the peak of our last bull market to the time that we sort of like peak above it in this one. They all go hand in hand, in my opinion. And in this case, Bitcoin, whether we pull back on the weekly time frame, which is what we're on, whether we skyrocket from here, and this is just a wick, which we don't really see on the weekly time frame, we got to understand it's just time for us to go and buy. All we're doing is buying these assets, getting cheaper price action. Whenever you see a fucking red candle in a bull market, it's good. It's extremely good. Whether that lasts a week and actually closes bearish, whether it's a wick, it doesn't really matter. You guys are getting it at cheaper price action anyway. But let's really break down some BTC now. So overall, larger time frame, we've established we are extremely bullish. To me personally, what I like to do is I like to draw out my Fibonacci tools to sort of dictate where our take profit is, but we're not going to do that just yet. Stay until the end of this video to actually see where we're looking at. But on Bitcoin right now, trend, right? Clear uptrend. If you guys don't understand liquidity on smaller time frames, you can see it right here. Price is curving up. Price breaks out of it. Looks like we're going to run away. Oh, nope, we don't do it. And price action wants to go and trade lower because we have just psyched out a whole bunch of people looking to get into that euphoria phase. And yeah, now we're just trading lower. So sweep of this liquidity all right here. Trade below that 200 EMA, which we haven't done in this entire rally after we've broken out of the zone that I showed you before. So we've actually never traded out of that 200 EMA zone until now. And by the looks of it, it looks like you see and I don't know if you guys trade this way, that would have been your psychological head and shoulders, psychological if you will. But now price is going to capture all of that liquidity within here and push the price much higher, capturing all of the sell side liquidity that sits right up there. Hopefully that all made sense to you guys and it's not just waffling and just jibber jabber. I'm not really trying to break it down in the sense of, oh, use your Fibonacci to mark here, use support and resistance or whatever. We're in a range. We've just broken out of this little range, and we consistently have to create new highs on top of new highs on top of new highs. That's really all it is. There's no ICT trading within this. There is no really magic. It's just smart money, understanding what liquidity looks like, understanding when the little fractal moves that trade within trends, whether it looks like that, this. Notice how this trend down here is still holding up. This literally, this small little piece could be the one liquidity sweep before price goes and trades higher, and all of this trend line, which you can see we're already reacting off of it. Look at how thick this candle is. What time frame am I on? I'm on the hourly time frame. Can you imagine being a fucking day trader? And what time is it? It's 12:46. And this one candle, you're trading this, and it goes and takes out the previous two red candles all within a simple hour. It sucks. I've been at the other end of that. It fucking sucks. Now, in this case, it looks like we're doing just that. It looks like we're doing just that. So BTC as a whole, extremely bullish. The sky is literally the fucking limit on this. And where am I looking to hold this to? So I'm going to draw it out from swing lows to swing highs of that range right there. And now we can see on logarithmic that our 1.618 is about $142,000, right? Now at 142K, we are going to either react or we are going to continue up to the 2.618 at $213,000. And if we don't want to react to that, we'll go to the $410,000 price point. But we have to break through that 100K first and continuously make new highs and new highs and new highs until we reach some of these psychological levels. Now, if I were to switch this into regular, they become much, much closer, and those numbers change because they are no longer calculated on a logarithmic scale. The 1.618 on the regular level is 113K. The 2.618 on the regular scale is 138,000, while the 4.236, which is sort of like the max exhaustion that we could see of bullishness, is $177,000. They differ completely. So just use these levels and keep them in mind. I'm not going to be an arrogant piece of shit and try to predict wherever the fucking top is. I don't think it's a smart idea. But I will react to the market accordingly if I do see price breaking down from one of these levels here. And ultimately, that is how I'm going to be trading BTC. So if you guys want to join our Discord, we have been on a little run trading Ethereum lately. And I do not see it slowing down anytime soon just because Ethereum is like Tesla. It's my fucking baby. I learned how to trade that shit like the back of my fucking hand. Yeah, let's make some money. It's not financial advice, but yeah, let's create a community. Anyways, peace, take care, and yeah, till next video.